Howdy y'all, and welcome to Jab Playing Satisfactory 1.0. Alright guys, in the last episode we unlocked the ability to flexible blast furnaces and the condensers that go with it. And I did some work off stream, right? So I built the platform down there. I'll take you down there. I built this that moves all that stuff down there. But before we get that going, let's take a look at the hub. The whole idea was we wanted to find out about basic ore washing, right? But in order to do basic ore washing, we had to unlock basic brass production so that we could learn about making brass pipes, because we need this, because I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to get a machine, which it looks like we get a wet washer, but I don't know if this is something that's added to, if this is a separate machine that we use, or is it something that's added to the miner. So what I ended up doing is a long story short, I came in here and I cut the lines and took the smelters out that made all the iron ingots, the tin ingots, and the copper ingots, right? And I piped them downstairs. And I'll show you, and I'll show you. And I had to pipe them downstairs because I needed to do some belting magic, so to speak, because I needed lines to be a certain amount when I got them to where they're going. And oh my goodness, I turned the illumination, so yeah, it's dark down here now. So basically I took two copper lines and merged and split and merged again to get three copper lines. One's 120, one is 60, and one is 32 if I remember correctly. We'll double check when we get down to the other end. The other thing was I needed to take all the tin. The tin was relatively easy. 120. We making 120. We needed 120, so it got its own line. And the iron, we needed two separate lines. And I think we ended up getting a line of 120 and a line of 72, I think. But anyhow, oh, and we had to get a line of crushed zinc going down here. So we used all the underground belting and stuff like that, and got it onto this platform here, and through here, and yeah, we got it all belted down here, and we're down to this platform, and I'll show you what's down on this platform. I want to say thank you to my friend Frosted. Frosted was the one that gave me the suggestion that I should make a recommendation of, hang on a second. Frosted gave me the recommendation of doing this early, and even, oh good Lord, who was it? It was, Big Vito also made a suggestion that, hey, in the first 5 minutes of the video, I should do if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Likes, comments, suggestions are all encouraged, share and all that other good stuff. Since I've moved it to the front, we have gotten more traction, and I did get 2 people subscribed for the last time. So hey, I appreciate it. You guys rock. All right, so we're at this platform. So let me show you what this is. What we unlocked was the flexible blast furnaces, and I don't know what these other things are called, but I'll tell you in a minute. Let's climb up here so we can get a bird's eye view, so you can get a good understanding of what it was. And I did build this on a Twitch stream. If you would like to see how I build stuff like that, I could possibly do it on a YouTube live stream, or I could put my Twitch information out here and you can check it out there. If you think that's a cool idea, leave a comment down in the comment section and tell me. So what I've got is 2 blast furnaces that are making iron that are combined and then split into thirds. I've got one down there that's making zinc, I think, and it's split. And then I've got I gotta fix that copper color. And then I've got 3 copper lines that are coming in, making 3 coppers and then 2 brass. So if you come down here, and I also have 4 water pumps that are pumping in here. So as you can see, I've got 120 iron ore crushed iron ore that's coming into here. And what it does is it takes 120 and makes 60 molten iron. Right? This one is 60. No, is it 60? I guess it is 60. I thought it was supposed to be 72 for some reason. Or maybe that was the copper. Anyway, 60's coming in. And that makes it 90. 60 and 30 makes 90. So then these are split 3 ways. Right? And I am getting 75 ingots of iron out of each one of these. So that's 75 times, that's what, 225. Over here I've got 150 tin that's coming out, and the tin is being made out of the 120 tin is 100 molten, and I need 50 molten in each one of these to make 75 tin. So that's 150 tin. And then on the other side, while I'm at it, let me fix this really quick. Yeah. Boom. You got to be the same color as your brethren. Over here, it's a little different, right? I've got 120 copper coming in here on this line. And I have 32 copper coming in this line, right? So that's 16 plus 60. And then it's being split 3 ways and making 76 copper a minute, which is 76 times 3 is 228. This last one, I've got copper coming in that is 40 a minute. And the reason why we need 40 is because it turns it into 20 molten. Because we need 20 molten and 32 crushed zinc to make 80 brass. And then the 80 brass are coming into 2 different units, and they're making 50 brass ingots each. Now the byproducts of these machines, which are, what are these machines called anyway? Hang on a second. I'll get you the answer. They are called, not crushers, reformers. So these reformers take in molten and water, put out ingots and steam. So I've got these steam pipes come in, and this one is getting rid of 70 steam a minute, and it has the ability to get rid of 150. And if you look at it, like, you see the flow rate is like 670, 71, 72, and then it drops down. So the side's pretty accurate. And then on the other side, I've got another are you not the right color? You are not. Let's fix that really quick. There. Now they're all the same colors that they're supposed to be. And this one over here is doing 83. And the reason I put the signs up is if I want to add more steam to it into this pipe into the future, or I need to use the steam for something else, I know how much is coming in. So these signs are amazing, and they make things very, very helpful. Now you're just saying, all right, Jab, well, where are all the ingots going? Well, all the ingots are going downstairs, and they're coming into these boxes for right now, right? So I've got 3 iron, 2 tin, 1 2, 3 copper, and 2 brass. All right. Before you start yelling and you're like, hey, the belts are all crisscrossed and, you know, this is temporary. This was just so that I could get this working the way it needed to work, and it works in a way that I understand. And then I can ship it back over there and do something with it. The other thing is I didn't want to ship it back until I knew exactly how many ingots we're going to get because of the washing plants, right? So if you want to know what the underside looks like, this is what the underside looks like. I did spend some coupons and, you know, got everything going. I do like the way it looks down here. It is clean looking and all this other stuff, so we're sitting good. And as far as power is concerned, we are sitting at we have a max consumption of basically 1300, so it's nowhere near the 14. However, not everything's hooked up to the power. My Caterium line is not on right now, and right now, because none of the ingots are coming in, you know, none of the constructors and assemblers and everything that are dealing with the products that would use the ingots are in action right now. I did come over here and played with the color gun a little bit. So, you know, our green pipes for green water is doing this, and I think it's super cool. Let me go ahead and flush this pipe. And I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the hub really quick. And while we're at it, let's do a shout out to the farmhands. Yo, I want to give a shout out to all the farmhands out there. You guys' support and love is amazing. It inspires me to continue to make content for you guys, and you guys rock. All right, we're back at the hub. I went ahead and clicked the thing so I know what we need to get. We have everything on hand except for the bronze pipes, but I want to show you how I got the bronze. English is so hard. The bronze pipe working. So in order to get bronze pipe, you have to put brass ingots in here to make brass plates, right? Then you come in here and you put brass plates and copper rods together and you get brass pipes, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No big deal. Now I know that I have been slacking on the fact that there's, you know, like modular frames and the bronze frames and that stuff I haven't automated yet. And the reason why I haven't automated it yet is because I don't know what we need and what we don't need. And I just don't want to make a whole bunch of stuff that I may not need. So I wanted to get a little further into the tech tree, so to speak, to see what the answer is. So let's go ahead and shoot this into space. And let's see what we unlocked. Yeah, we unlocked something. All right. Can I make you? I can make you. All right. I've been waiting for this for, 4 episodes now? To see what this thing is. Is it all that in a bag of chips, or am I really just going to be upset? All right. Let me look at it. It has 2 inputs and 2 outputs, and it does say wash it. Okay. All right, what are you going to do? All right, so we can wash iron, copper, and tin. Cute. What does it mean? All right. So, hang on a second. So, if we put 40 if we put 40 stearite in here, it gives us 60 crushed iron a minute and tailings. All right, hang on a second. So, is this a good thing or not? You know, let's open up the wiki and let's toggle this and toggle that. And all right. Let me do some figuring here. All right, what is that? That's tailings. What? Oh, we get more. All right. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I want to know this. All right. So crushed iron, right now we're giving 120 in to get 90 out. Okay. This is saying if we put 40 in, we get 60 out. Okay. So this is 1/3 of this. So if we times this by 3, that's 180. So that's twice as much. All right. So the only thing we're not going to get is 10. Okay. I mean, well, let me rephrase that. We're not going to get 10 and we're not going to get stone out of it. No, it's more than that. No. That's fine. Oh, well, hang on a second. All right. I think, see how this works. So if we come in here, right, and we look at the graveyard of buildings down here that I have here so I can figure things out. So if we come in here and we do this, right, 60 comes in, 60 turns into 60. And we're getting 25. We're getting stone here. So basically what we're not doing is we're missing out on the crushed tin and these two byproducts by washing it. However, we are getting a byproduct out of here of, what's the byproduct? We're getting this. All right. Tailings slurry. So it's consumed in the filtrator. All right. So if we run, all right, let me put a filtrator down. Well, filtrator's not going to tell me anything. All right. Click the toggle. So if we put in 80 meters cubed a minute, we're going to get flue gas, which I have no idea what it is. We get 40 crushed iron, 40, 20, and okay, so we're getting, okay, I see how this works. So, in a way, we're running this in here, and we get crushed iron and then the slurry, right? And then if we run a slurry through the conditioner, we get more stuff out of it. We get a lot of stuff out of it. So the only thing we don't get is we don't get tin out of this. Now flue gas. What is flue? What can we do with flue gas? Oh, so we can take this gas and run crushed rock into it, and we get out sulfur gas, sulfur, and cold slag. What can we do with sulfur gas? We don't know. All right. That's interesting. Let's go up into the hub and see what the hub tells us. There's a part of me that's super excited about this, and I'm glad that I waited. And there's another part of me is just like, because now I have to redo all this. Right, you gotta love it. All right, sulfur. Where do we find out about sulfur gas? Oh, I bet it's in the MAM. Sulfur. Have we learned about sulfur yet? Cryolite, natural, fix-it farming, slugs. I bet it's this unknown chemical thing. All right, so let me check my box to see if we've run across any sulfur, because sulfur's got to be something somewhere or another that we can pick up. All right, I'm gonna run around and see if I can find some sulfur really quick. I'll be right back. I knew I saw some sulfur somewhere. I just decided not to pick it up.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and exhibits a most pungent smell.
I think that's another one right there.
Helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yeah, I knew that was another one. All right, the question is, how much do I need? I got a feeling I'm gonna need 50, right? Oh, here's the other thing. In this mod, you can find supply boxes spread out everywhere, and they have cool things. So by all means, you know, pick them up. I'm not sure if that's sulfur over there or not, but we'll head that way. I don't think it's sulfur. I think that's iron. No, it is sulfur. Yay! You know what they say? It's better to be lucky than good. All right, this should be what we need. All right, let me get back to the MAM. All right, we're back at the MAM. There's the sulfur. All right. Oh, I only needed 10. Well, it's better to have too much than not enough, right? Okay, so what is this? It's a fluid module. But I don't know anything about this, and it says missing materials. Can I add it to the list and it tell me? None. So it's probably something that I haven't unlocked in the MAM yet. Okay. Well, I mean, all right, I can't do this because I haven't unlocked that. Okay. We can't go any further this way. It's a thing. So we have basic steel production. Maybe because I don't have coal scannable yet. So look, we have basic steel production that we could do. There's hydroelectric power, which we could do. The Xenobasher, I mean, whatever. Mark III would be extremely helpful, but I think we need stators. Yeah, and we don't, and steel pipes, which are here. Tier 4, we could do coal power, which we can't because we can't make steel bolts yet. We can't do that because of steel. That's locked by steel. That's locked by steel. That's also locked by steel. Imagine that. That's locked by steel too. And that. So tier 4 is completely off the list. As much as I would love to do this, I think the right answer is hydroelectric. And I'll tell you why I think hydroelectric is the next logical thing to unlock, is because we unlock these turbines, generators, and this, plus this thing, right? But basically, we can put down these converter platforms and then throw a turbine and a generator on top of it. And the way they work is, so my water, my green water biomass thing going, what I can do is, instead of feeding those things, I can build let's see if I can build them. And then I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. So we had these things that we unlocked. No, not those things. These things that we unlocked that I never built. And there was a reason why I hadn't built them yet. So, no, I need to put the platform down first. So you put the platform down first. Then you put the the heater down. And then you put the boiler on top of it, right? And let me come in here and, where's the sound? One of these has a sound button on it. Oh. All right. Is it not you? Maybe is it you that's making all the noise? Yes. All right, we'll turn you off for a second. So the way this thing works is you have an input and output, right? And what you do is you feed biomass in here until you want to get it to a certain temperature, right? And then what it does is you feed water into the top unit. So this one will heat up you see how it's got pipes that are connected? This will burn whatever you send in here, and it heats it up. You fill in water, and then what will end up happening is you'll end up getting here. No. What will end up happening is you'll end up getting steam coming out of here, right? So you'll end up getting steam coming out of one and CO2 coming out of another. And then the steam you end up feeding into the turbines. It spins the turbine, the steam will spin the turbines and then make electricity. And it's a more efficient way of making electricity instead of the biomass burners. And if I remember correctly, they're like 300 each or something like that. I don't know if they still work that way, but basically you use steam to turn this. This will hook up to this, and it will spin this, and then it just makes power, right? So we'll be golden. The only thing is you have to feed it a fuel source and some water to do it, but we're already making the fuel source over there. So basically that 1400 can turn into, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5,000. I can't remember off the top of my head. The other thing is I haven't seen it since update 8, so I'm not 100% sure if it still works the way it did then. It's probably been slightly changed in between now and then, which is no big deal. But so in the future, I think this is the next step. But if you disagree with me and you think that, hey, basic steel should be the next step, we could do basic steel, right? Because, I'm torn, right? Because I can see the fact of the molten steel of, basically, hey, with the molten steel, we still have to, if I got to fix this platform anyway because of the washers, I guess I should do the molten steel too, right? All right, y'all, you talked me into it. Hang on a second. I think I have everything I need to unlock it, maybe? I'm pretty sure I've got, okay. The only thing I may be shy on is the modular frames, but I can at least unlock it and see, right? I got a feeling that the 6 hours that I spent, and I did spend 6 hours building this, isn't going to be good enough, and I'm going to have to reconfigure it all, and it may take me another 6. Oh, we're missing. All right, we're off by 10. Do I have enough to make 10 more? Please? I got enough to make 4. What am I missing? Reinforced plates. All right, let me go grab some reinforced plates. All right, guys, I really need some help on this. Which direction should I go? Steel or wrong box. steel and getting that whole thing completely done, or power? I mean, we're okay on power right now. I'd like to get all the ingots done, and then we can lay out the production of what we're going to do with what we're getting. So yeah, 10 more. When you get to 20, oh good lord, this is going to take a minute. Tick, 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 tick. All right, let's load the box up. Ada, I hope you're happy. All right, so the question is, Q, what did we unlock? Well, other than air collector, all right, we already had. So let me get that and that. Those are the two things I'm gonna need. And did it give me the, yeah. So now we can find coal. All right, cool. All right, let's put down the flexible bash, one reformer, and one blast furnace. All right, let's see what the blast furnace tells us. All right, molten steel. Oh, cute. It takes molten iron, carbon powder, and molten steel. No, I'm sorry. Steam. I read that wrong. So we need steam to make molten steel, and then we get gas out. All right, well, fine. What does this do? This gives us the ability to make steel rods and slag. We can't make ingots. Oh, wait. That's for the rods. We can make ingots. So we can't make steel ingots. All right, we're gonna have to figure out what to do with cold slag. I imagine we have to run that through a crusher, right? Cold slag can go, it's produced in. It's not consumed in anything. Great, you gave me something I can't do anything with? That's what's the word I'm looking for? Wrong. Can I crush it? All right, carbon powder comes out of coal. Cute. Over here. Did you give me another recipe? All right, so now the problem is I've got cold slag and I don't know what to do with cold slag. So I'm gonna have to figure out the math on that, right? To get steel going. No big deal. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out when I'm eating my space food later tonight. But it does cause a dilemma now, because I've got cold slag. I'm looking to see what in the future it's going to give me that could possibly deal with cold slag now. I'm looking at buildings is what I'm specifically looking at right now. Hypertubes, power, that'll be cool. I'm not seeing anything unless I'm just totally overlooking. Hang on a second. Let's make sure that I didn't overlook all the buildings like I did that one time, right? When I was looking for the heat sinks and I just didn't scroll down far enough. I did get lights unlocked. All right. Is it under special? Oh, I did unlock the blueprint machine. And I do have some blueprints, and I'll show them to you in the future. All right, hang on a second. Crusher sorter. Filtrator? Hang on a second. I don't know why cold slag going into filtrator sounds like a good idea, but why not? All right, L. Filtrator. So it spits out cold slag. I just don't know what to, it's not telling me what to do with it though. Oh, that's what it's produced in. All right, so I haven't unlocked the ability to, it says it's for processing to cement. So I can make cement out of it. So it's something I need to unlock, but I'm not exactly sure what it is I need to unlock. Let me look in the MAM. Yeah, let me look in the MAM really quick and see if I can make heads or tails out of this. That would make sense. All right, it's not in sulfur. Statmonium, no, that would shouldn't be in fix-it farming. Cryolite, maybe. No, that's something. Wait a minute. Maybe if I unlock the crusher module. Now, the crusher module should be something for the miner. I don't know. All right. This is like one of those things like, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get in the middle of a Tootsie Pop? I don't know. All right, so you know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now. What we're going to do, what I am going to worry about is I'm going to worry about, I've got new buildings, right? I've got this washer thing that we've unlocked, and I need to figure out how to put together and implement over yonder, which is gonna be fun, but I'll figure it out. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I showed you what I did offline. Now I've got some serious figuring to do right now because yeah, like I said, I need to wash my stuff before, God, and I need to get rid of you. I need to wash my stuff before I melt it so I can get more stuff. Oh, also, if you want to know, is melting it worth it? The answer is yes. I get a 25% increase out of doing it this way. Now, if there may be a more power usage for doing it. I haven't calculated that out, but I can tell you it's a 25% more ingots coming out. And if I had tier 3 belts, it wouldn't take as many machines as I have up here to get it done. So now what I got to do is, besides my voice cracking, is I need to figure out see, now I have to redo all this, right? Because I had the numbers the way I wanted it. So now I got to run this stuff through a washer. I need to get water to it. Then I have to figure out how to deal with, that's what we're going to do. The next episode is I'm going to set the washers up, and we're going to hang on a second. I am totally getting skitterbrained. Give me just a second. Okay, I got all my thoughts together. So here's the plan for the next time we get together, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and set up these washers, right? I'm gonna run it through here. I'm gonna get the water coming in. I'm gonna get the tailings coming out and the crush going out, and get those all reconfigured into the meltings that we need to do, right? And get that going. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna figure out where is it? I put it down somewhere. It can't be that big of a building. Or maybe I didn't put it down. Oh, yeah, because it doesn't do me any good because do it this way. And I'll figure out what to do with the tailings, right? I got to do something with the tailings. And according to this, I can run it through the filtrator and we'll get gas and this stuff. And I guess the cold slag is something that that I can just put into a box, store it for later, right? The other thing is, the tailing slurries, I'm guessing that I'm just only gonna get 2 crushed iron out for the iron, copper for the copper, and tin for the tin, right? I think it's gonna be iron and slag, and then copper and slag, and tin and slag. I don't think it's gonna give me all 4. If it gives me all 4, then I have to get smart splitters and all that other stuff, and we'll deal with it. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to give me that way. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to run it through here, then run the tailings through, run the crush back into the crush line so it can be turned into ingots, and then on top of that, figure out what we're going to do with the flue gas, because flue gas is we can add rock into it and it's going to change it into sulfuric gas. But the problem is, will it tell me what it's no. Sulfuric gas isn't telling me where it is, and the only thing we can do with it is just put it in a buffer and then flush it every now and then. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I don't know. Tune in next video and figure out how Jab figures out how to do this. All right, guys, I appreciate all the love and support. Hey, man, if you made it this far, man, you're a rock star. I really appreciate it. And hey, if I don't see you between now and then, have a good week. And as always, happy farming.